gang violence and other kind of violence.
Get away! I could be at work, in school, in my car. I can still get shot by the police, but I can get shot anywhere.
So it is what it is.
What's good, Shadow Realm? It's a Black Gen Z Mindset. Make sure you go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe, and let's get into the video.
The search for missing 2-year-old Josiah Mitchell is moving into day 5. The toddler was last seen on Wednesday night. On Friday, we learned Mitchell's father was arrested for lying to police, telling them the little boy was kidnapped when someone tried to rob him. That, in fact, did not happen. Ariana Manise live this morning with the latest developments on this intense search. The family just having to take it into their own hands. They're so desperate at this point, Ariana.
That's right, Aisha. That's because it's been nearly 5 days since Josiah Mitchell went missing, and still no trace of this 2-year-old. The family, they spent the weekend searching on their own for the toddler. Now, law enforcement, they also continued their efforts, such as draining a pond. They also searched 2 apartment complexes, as well as digging through a landfill and sending K9. Still no sign of this toddler. His family also stepped up their efforts, handing out flyers, calling out his name, searching around the Aspenwood apartments where police first reported the toddler was last seen missing, and talking to people who live in this area. And we all
right, guys, so I want to stop it here because a young boy went missing, and from what we know now, this child is no longer with us, or at least that's the belief of police officers. And this story, although we don't know all the intimate details, this story is indicative of what is going on in the community, specifically Decatur. This is in a story in Decatur. So, I mean, it's absolutely insane. Okay? The community is out of order. All right? There is no peace. There's destruction at every turn, and now the children are involved. Okay, and they've always been involved, but these beefs or disagreements or, you know, relationships that these adults are having are leaking onto the kids, and this is a prime example. So this story is going to be deep, y'all. So, you know, let's get into it.
Also spoke to those residents who tell us they saw Josiah walking alone in a diaper just a few weeks ago until someone came to pick him up. Meanwhile, Josiah's mother, Asia, along with family and friends, say they are not stopping at anything to find him. Take a listen.
It's hard to explain. It's something that you don't want to feel. No, nobody want to feel the way I feel right now. I mean, just hug your family while you can, but you never know. You never know.
Yeah, and I like that song that Boosie made, that hug your family. I mean, it was a good song, but it's real because you got a kid, man, who is gotten wrapped up in whatever is going on, and has been used as a pawn or as some type of chip to be played or card to be played. I mean, it's sick.
Now, Josiah Mitchell's father, 23-year-old Artavious North, who first reported him missing, he has been arrested for reporting a false report to police, and that's when he lied, saying that he was robbed at gunpoint and Josiah was kidnapped. Meanwhile, police are telling us that Josiah was last seen wearing Buzz Lightyear pajamas, and they're asking anyone with any information to help find him, to give them.
Wow. So the father took the child, lied and said he was kidnapped. I mean, it's very reminiscent of a certain somebody that we, you know, have heard doing the same type of things in the South. Okay, that Carly Russell. But this time it's a little more grim. There is a child involved. Okay? And that child may not be with us anymore.
The McCall. Back to you.
Ariana, thank you. We're going to continue to update this story on 11alive.com and also go to the article to share that photo.
First at 11, there is now a new search underway tonight for 2-year-old Josiah Mitchell. The DeKalb County toddler was last seen on Wednesday night. Since then, there have been exhaustive efforts to find him. Tonight, his family has worked to continue and to expand the search. 11 Alive's Teresa Bowles has spent this Sunday with volunteers hoping they find a clue which could solve this case.
Jeff, loved ones spent all day looking for Josiah. The last stop at Aspen Woods Apartments, where police first thought he was last seen. His mother stopping at nothing to find him.
Josiah!
Searching high and low. And through the woods, calling his name. Josiah Mitchell, that is, hoping for an answer back. This is one stop of many. Josiah Mitchell's mother, Asia, leading the charge as her friends and family left no stone unturned. Handing out.
I mean, the parenting in the community, it's gotten so wild nowadays. I mean, it's just everything is on the table. You know, the exposure that these kids have to topics or experiences that they shouldn't even be exposed to is at an all-time high.
Out flyers, even talking to strangers just to see if they know anything. I talked to some neighbors too in the Aspen Woods Apartments in Decatur. They tell me off camera that they saw 2-year-old Josiah walking alone in a diaper just a few weeks ago. However, he went missing Wednesday night. The family started their own search party after law enforcement.
Whoa. So they said they saw the kid walking alone in a diaper and ain't nobody did nothing. That's wild. Hold up.
They tell me off camera that they saw 2-year-old Josiah. I talked to some neighbors too in the Aspen Woods Apartments in Decatur. They tell me off.
Neighbors. Guys, I mean, neighbors saw the child walking in diapers alone. I mean, I'm telling y'all, the parenting is different. They got these kids on the block. Dolo at 2 is crazy.
Camera that they saw 2-year-old Josiah walking alone in a diaper just a few weeks ago. However, he went
a few weeks ago walking alone. How do you leave a young boy this age alone? Who had custody? Bro, this is neglect on all fronts.
Wednesday night. The family started their own search party after law enforcement tried everything from draining a pond, searching 2 apartment complexes, digging through a landfill, and sending canines. Still nothing. And we've had no updates from police since then. Josiah's father, 23-year-old Artavious North, was arrested for making false reports to police that he was robbed at gunpoint and the toddler was kidnapped. We still know very little about the moments before Josiah disappeared, so a broken-hearted Asia is pounding the pavement, saying she won't stop looking until she finds her baby.
Josiah, we're looking for you, baby!
DeKalb County's homicide unit says Josiah was last seen wearing Buzz Lightyear pajamas. If you know anything about his whereabouts, you're urged to contact East Point Police or Crime Stoppers. Live in Atlanta, Teresa Bowles, 11 Alive News.
11alive.com is your...
Yo, what's good, BGZM News 17 family? I'm at the corner of Jesse Jackson and Marcus Garvey, and I got some bad news for you. As you can see, I lost my job. I'm out here living in cardboard boxes outside of boarded up vacant homes. YouTube said I'm done getting money out here in these streets. They even took my funky ass suit. So anything right now would help. So go ahead and hit that Cash App, hit that PayPal, hit that GoFundMe. Hell, cop the merch. Or if you want to make the long-term commitment to the Jinquavious Jackson Fund, join the Patreon so that I can continue to put out top-notch content each and every day. Also, check out the Rumble, where there is absolutely no censorship. Link in the description box below.
Hey, yo, ain't that nigga did Artavious? Yo, I recognize.
No, that's not me no more.
Hey, yo, run your pop.
Y'all killing me with this shit.
Do the opposite of Antonio Brown and take
What
all your
more
shit
do
off.
you want from me?
Hearing from a DeKalb County mother who is desperate to find her missing 2-year-old. He's been gone for nearly 18 hours. This is Jaisha Mitchell. He was reportedly kidnapped at the Aspen Woods Apartments on Flat Shoals Road around 11:30 last night. This is what Aisha Mitchell just told Fox 5's Christopher King.
Yo, walking in the woods, sagging is crazy. Yo, my man is walking in the woods, busting slack. I'm dead.
Please bring my baby back safe and unharmed. Because he's more than what y'all think he is. Or he wouldn't be with his father because he had more people here that love him.
There are a lot of unanswered questions in this case. This afternoon, DeKalb County Police say they were unable to verify details of the reported kidnapping. Fox 5's Deidre Dukes has followed this story all day. She joins us live from the DeKalb County Police Department. So, Deidre, we're also hearing from the child's grandmother about all this.
And right now, she is out with her daughter, actively searching for her grandson, stopping at various locations. At the same time, she is urging anyone who knows where he is to come forward. And she tells us tonight she also has questions about the disappearance.
Take them anywhere. Just leave them. And let us know where he is and let us pick him up. Or just tell somebody to call somebody and we'll come get him. But please just give them to us, please.
We spoke with Josiah Mitchell's maternal grandmother by phone as DeKalb police searched for the 2-year-old. Josiah was reportedly kidnapped at the Aspen Woods Apartments on Flat Shoals Road at around 11:30 Wednesday night. Mitchell made an emotional plea for his safe return Thursday.
Please get him back. Please. Don't mess my family up.
Mitchell said the toddler...
I'm not gonna lie, it's feeling... something's not right here. I don't know what's going on. I'm not going to act like I do. But something's not lining up. Obviously, we have the father who lied about him being kidnapped. Which, who does that, right? Lie about your own kid being kidnapped. I mean, did he... I guess that's what everybody's assuming, that he actually did something to the child. And the police are interrogating him in order for him to, you know, give the truth. But this whole situation, it just doesn't line up. You know, I don't know, like you know, with all due respect, the family situation just looks weird. I don't know.
Was with his father, Artavious North, when he was taken. Josiah's father told her and other family members that a car started trailing him as he was leaving the apartment complex Wednesday night.
And said the car swerved in front of him as he was trying to leap out of the entrance of the apartment complex, jumped out with guns, asked him for something. He didn't have it, so they took my grandson.
DeKalb PD's homicide.
So that's what the father is saying. That's hella cap. Bruh. What? Hold on, let's run it back.
Complex Wednesday night.
And said the car
when he was taken. Josiah's father told her and other family members that a car started trailing him as he was leaving the apartment complex Wednesday night.
And said the car swerved in front of him as he was trying to leap out of the entrance of the apartment complex, jumped out with guns, asked him for something. He didn't have it, so they took my grandson.
DeKalb PD's homicide unit is working the case. Detectives are asking for the public's help as they try to locate possible witnesses. Mitchell says Josiah's father is being interviewed by police. She also has her own questions.
I think the dad needs to tell us what happened. It's either more to the story or the whole story is just a lie. Because even if it was a drug deal gone bad or whatever the case may be, I mean,
damn. I mean, she put Buddy out there. A drug deal going bad. Shit. Woo. This is wild. I mean, she put it all the way out there. Yo, bro is trapping. You know? That's straight up, bro. I mean, she said it out her own mouth. Even if it was, you know, we knew bro had a little hustle on the side and they took the child. I mean, that's a wild story, though. I ain't gonna lie, because, you know, these dudes nowadays, they might murk your child, yes, but they're not taking the child. If anything, they leaving the baby mama dolo with the child, right? I mean, but brothers ain't. Whenever you hear about a brother kidnapping a child, it's like, yeah, that's got to be cap, because ninjas ain't picking kids up. They ain't even taking care of their own kids.
they would hurt him and not the baby.
Larissa Mitchell desperate for answers as she searches for her grandson tonight. DeKalb police also actively searching at this hour, asking anyone with information on the baby's possible whereabouts to call 911. In DeKalb County, Deidre Dukes, Fox 5 News.
Deidre, thank you. Hopefully they find that little boy soon.
That breaking news, the multi-county search for a missing 2-year-old boy now taking a dark turn. Live at 5, police are now searching a landfill and a lake to find Josiah Mitchell. His father, right now arrested hours ago, accused of making fake reports to police about the boy's disappearance. I'm Tracy Hutchins.
I'm Savannah Louie. Atlanta News First Report.
Reporter
Brittany Ford is live at 5 in East Point, where investigators have started to drain the lake near the apartment complex of that child's father. Brittany.
Well, Savannah, yeah, investigators say they're leaving no stone unturned in this case, and that is why they are now draining this man-made lake near Josiah's father's home. And you can see the draining process has begun there, though that hose now.
Bruh, all the resources committed to this wild, crazy baby daddy drama. I mean, you know, I hate to say it, but this is coming out of the taxpayers. You dig? Like, bro, I mean, I'm a resident of Atlanta, and I would definitely not be wanting to pay higher property taxes or whatever, state taxes, city taxes, hell, for them to drain a man-made lake in order to find a deceased toddler. I mean, it's wild. These super gremlins are on demon time.
Now taking water from the lake into a nearby waterway. Now the boy's father, 23-year-old Artavious North, has been arrested, accused.
Yeah, my man did that ish, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Yo, I mean, his mugshot say he did that ish, bro. I mean, no remorse. He got the little tilted chin up, like, yeah, what's up, ninja? Yeah, what's up, ninja? I did it. And what? You know what I'm saying? He got the tilted chin. That's a mean mug right there.
Accused of falsely reporting his son's kidnapping. Authorities say Josiah Mitchell was last seen here at the Elite at Lakeview Apartments Wednesday night. As hours have turned into days, this little boy's family is desperate for answers.
We didn't get no sleep last night. None of that. It's really hard, man. Just somebody got some answers, man. Just please say something, man. Ain't number 2 years old. Ain't number 2 years old. Don't know what's going on or none of that.
Now, officials tell me draining the lake could take hours, but is a critical piece of checking off all the boxes in this case. Meanwhile, we've seen Josiah's mother and family out here passing out these flyers in the neighborhood in hopes to bring in any leads. We're live in East Point tonight. Brittany Ford, Atlanta News First.
All right, Brittany, certainly something we will continue to closely monitor here. Thank you.
Search for a missing toddler leads police to this landfill and a lake. This is the father has since been taken into custody.
I mean, at this point, it's just like the father is just, I mean, can't they just break him, or is he just, oh, I ain't saying nothing? Because it seems like they already know that he just dumped the kid off. You know, and this is very, I'm going to get a little graphic here, but I'll try and stay within YouTube guidelines though, but if he deleted the child and then placed them somewhere, then, you know, like unfortunately a garbage bin or something like that, it would be in the landfill. But it seems like Buddy is holding out, like he's not copping to nothing. Maybe he alluded to the fact that he did delete the child. We don't know what's going on in those interrogation rooms, but we do know that the Atlanta Homicide Division are some of the best guys out there. They are understaffed. They do work with what little they have, but they find a decent amount of, actually I did some data on 2021. They were not finding a lot of people, but they do good work with what they have. I'll say that.
Thanks so much for joining us today. For Fox 5 News at 4, I'm Christine Spiro. The search for little Josiah Mitchell is now well into its second day and has taken a grim turn. Part of that search led investigators to the Griffin landfill on Shoal Creek Road, where detectives searched for any sign of the missing child, and an East Point apartment complex where police are now draining a lake. Authorities have charged Josiah's father with lying about his son's disappearance. DeKalb police say the child was not kidnapped, as the father first told them. Fox 5's Deidre Dukes has been following the story all afternoon for us. She's live from the East Point apartment complex where police are draining that lake, Deidre.
Yeah, this has been going on now, Christine, for about 3 hours or so, with police arriving here at around 1 o'clock this afternoon, coordinating this effort, which began officially at around 2 o'clock with the beginning of the draining of this lake, as family members of Josiah Mitchell standing by on scene to see what the outcome is of this search. Of course, everyone here we talked to praying that this child is indeed not found here this afternoon. East Point Police, now the lead agency in the search for Josiah Mitchell. They say that they're leaving no stone unturned as they search for this little boy.
It's your fresh and blood. That's your blood. Give us something. I'm not trying to say you got anything to do with it, but he was in your hands last.
Like I said, if you seen, I mean, he's standing on principle. He's standing on street code. He knows he's being filmed. So obviously he has to abide by the guidelines of the street code and the Communitas unwritten rule of no snitching. So, you know, I don't think that's what we need right now, but can respect it, right? But you see, he's standing on principle. He's standing on the street code, but then he's also pointing out the fact that, you know, it's his flesh and blood. And like I said, these super gremlins don't really care about that. Unfortunately, they are deleting people left and right, and it doesn't matter if it's your family or not. These super gremlins are on demon time.
Let's let them know something, man.
Josiah Mitchell's family members gathered nearby as East Point Police and city water crews drained the lake on the grounds of the Elite at Lakeview apartment complex on Lakeview Place. The operation underway as the 2-year-old's father sits in jail, now charged with lying about the child's disappearance. Late Thursday, DeKalb police announced the child's father, 23-year-old Artavious North, was arrested for false statement and false report of a crime. East Point PD is now the lead agency in the search for the missing child, and we are learning more about why his father now faces charges. DeKalb police now say Josiah's father was lying when he reported the child was kidnapped by armed men as he was leaving this apartment complex on Flat Shoals Road Wednesday night. Police say there was no armed robbery or kidnapping committed in DeKalb. Josiah's grandfather is urging North to tell investigators what happened to the boy.
Somebody got some answers, man. Just please say something, man. Ain't number 2 years old. Ain't number 2 years old. Don't know what's going on or none of that.
Investigators are now focusing their search on the East Point complex, where North lives with his girlfriend. East Point police say the boy spent the night with his father Wednesday.
Josiah Mitchell has spent the night with his father on the 16th. That was the last time that he was seen. The father's phone was pinged in East Point. So his last known location was in East Point.
And it's rough out there in East Point. Ask me how I know. Guys, I mean, it gets busy in DeKalb County.
Never made it to the cab. He reported there was an armed robbery, that the kid was kidnapped, but that was false.
As Josiah's family watch search efforts underway, they cling to hope the little boy will be found safe. And you're looking now at flyers that the family is posting here in this area as they search for Josiah, still holding out hope that this child is perhaps holed up somewhere, that someone is holding him, begging that he be returned unharmed to them. At the same time, we were told by police that they are going to stay out here as long as it takes today to drain this lake, search this lake, everyone hoping that the child will not be found here under these circumstances today. We'll stay out here until we learn of the outcome here and have an update for you starting at 5 o'clock. That's the latest here in East Point. Deidre Dukes, Fox 5 News.
And time is everything, each second so critical. Deidre, let us know of any updates. Thank you so much.
Gang violence and other kind of violence.
Guess what? I could be at work, at school, in my car, and I can still get shot by the police. But I can get shot anywhere.
So it is what it is.